Hey guys, this is Tim. I recently received this environmental carbon dioxide monitor from Amazon to do a review. So let's open it up, look at its features, and give it a try. Okay, let's open it up. Okay, here's the CO2 monitor. We'll look more at that. Okay, it comes with a charging cable, USB Type-C, USB Type-A. Okay, this is made of hard shell plastic. Here's the on and off switch. You got several vents to where the air can be sampled. Here's the charging port for charging up the monitor. Plug that into an AC adapter into an electrical outlet. This is the manufacturer. Okay, it comes with a user manual, model number YEM42LF, environmental carbon dioxide monitor. Okay, let's turn it on. Press and hold the button. Okay, it's going through a self-calibration. Okay, up here in the upper left-hand corner, you have the battery life indicator. This has 2 bars, so it has a charge. And then you have the number in the center, which is the carbon dioxide levels in parts per million, ppm. Any number that's in the green is 699 or less parts per million. Yellow is 700 to 999 parts per million. The orange is 1,000 to 1,499 parts per million. And then anything in the red is above 1,500 parts per million. So obviously the lower the parts per million, the better. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration's permissible exposure limit is 5,000. So anything less than 5,000 across an 8-hour workday is considered okay. For residential, it's recommended to be less than 1,000 parts per million. So it's preferred to have it in the green. You also have the percent humidity, 60%, and then you have the current temperature in this room, 74 degrees Fahrenheit. So to turn it off and on, you have this side button. You can press it short and you can have the display light. 3 different settings, low, medium, and bright. Okay, when you get the monitor, you want to calibrate it. You want to turn it on and let it run outside for about 10 minutes. You see it's showing 617 parts per million. And if you look on the side, you'll see a little tiny hole right here underneath where you plug it in for the charger. You want to stick a needle and just push the button inside and hold it down for a few seconds until you see the word CAL pop up on the unit, and then you know it's in calibration mode. Then you can release it. So let's do that. Okay, you can see the word CAL is flashing now. Once you see that, you can release it. And then it's calibrated. Now it says 400 parts per million. And that's how you calibrate the carbon dioxide monitor. And then shortly thereafter, it'll start monitoring again. Okay, I brought the monitor in from the outside. You can see the parts per million climbing. When it gets to 1,000 parts per million, it will alarm for a few seconds. So you can see it showing 1,050, 1,100, 5 parts per million. So now it's in the orange zone. So after calibration, you can see my parts per million is around 1,675. And as you've seen earlier, when I put the monitor outside, it will go below the 1,000. So this just indicates that, you know, there's not a lot of airflow inside the home in comparison with the outside. So you can take this from room to room, like I took it in my kitchen versus the study, and you can see that there's a big difference there. So this appears to be a good environmental carbon dioxide monitoring. So not only will it indicate carbon dioxide levels within your home, but also relative humidity and indoor temperature as well. So this is very easy to use. You just have to turn it on and then calibrate it to the outside, and then just leave it on and charge it from time to time. So I recommend this carbon dioxide monitor.